Yo, what's up everybody? Sick Beats here with another tutorial. I know a lot of you guys been, watching my Spencer Bear mixing tutorials, but for some of you that don't know, I am a music producer also. So I'm going to start doing a series of videos in FL Studio showing you how to make beats um, and stuff like that, just tips and tricks, mixing techniques and stuff like that. But for this tutorial, I'm going to be showing, because a lot of people have been asking me, how do I make my thumbnails for Instagram? How do I post them to Instagram? Stuff like that. So I'm going to show you that real quick on this video. So let's go ahead and get started. So first thing that I do is, or first thing you're going to want to do is go to canva.com and create an account, which is real simple. You guys should know how to do that. Create an account. Once you create your account, it's going to look like this. Up here is your username. This is my username. And you got different templates here. So I want to post to Instagram. So I want to use this Instagram post right here. So we're going to click on this. Wait for it to load up. Alright, so you got your blank canvas right here. So you go down here to uploads. Upload your image. So for this type beat, I'm going to do designer, and I already downloaded an image. You can find whatever image you want to do. Some people like to use the whole image. Some people like to cut out the image. I'm not going to go into details about that. For this tutorial, I'm just going to show you how to just place a simple image in here and go from there. So I'm going to use this photo right here. It's going to start uploading into Canva. Then you just click here, drag the photo in, stretch it out by grabbing each of the corners like this. Alright, and you just play with it until you get it to where you like it. Looks pretty good to me. And then what I like to do is, you got like different elements up here. I like to go to shapes and grab one of these squares. Just click on it. It'll automatically place a square over here. And then I like to turn the transparency down. Now you can play with different colors and see what you like, but this is what I do for my thumbnails. Kind of make it dark like that, and then just stretch it out over the image like that. Oh, sorry, I gotta pull this image down right here. Make sure your image is covering the whole square. Now go back here, click on this, and just stretch it over the image. And then I'll click off like that to the side. See how it looks. Everything looks good so far. The reason why to do this is so your letters will show up. Now if you can just take this off and place letters on there and they're real visible, then by all means do that. But I use this technique so it will make the letters show up easily. So we're doing a designer type beat, so I'm just gonna I like to just grab a simple heading up here and drag it over, and then change the color. I like to use white. You can use whatever color you want, and then just change the text, designer type beat. Make the letters kind of big. You want it to be visible so people can see it. I usually leave it on 64. And then with Canva, what's cool about it is you can move the letters around, click and drag it, and it will tell you when it's centered. So I got it centered horizontally, so let's pull it down till we get it centered vertically. There we go. You see the crosshair. Now this font's kind of simple. I don't know, you might want to go for a simple font, but you can click back on the font, go over here, and they got like tons of different fonts you can use. Several different fonts. You can choose whatever one you like. That one looks kind of dope. I'm going to go to the one that I use. You guys don't have to use this one, but this is the one that I use. I think it starts with a R or an S. Let's see. Yeah, Racing Sands 1. I like this text, but that's just me. So the letters are kind of easy to see, but I want to darken it a little bit, see what it will look like. Let's see. Transparent. Yeah, so that looks pretty cool to me. Like I said, you guys can experiment with it and play around with it, but I'm just going to keep it moving for the sake of the tutorial. So we got designer type beat. We're good to go. The image looks dope. Let's go to download right here. It's going to download. Just wait for it. All right, it's finished. You close that out. And then I'm using Windows, so I'm going to scroll down here, click on this, show in folder. There it is, designer type beat. All right. So what I do is I like to, Canva automatically saves this, so your workflow will, so you'll be faster with your workflow. Next time you want to do a thumbnail, you just come in and delete the photo, drag, upload you another photo, drag it in, same process. All right. So now we have our image. So I have a specific folder that I actually save them in. So I'm going to go find that real quick right here. You create you a folder that says thumbnails, so you know where all your thumbnails are. We're going to drag it. Actually, I'm going to rename it because I already have a designer one. I'm just going to do 2. Drag it over to my folder, close this out. All right, so right now we're done with Canva. We can close this out. If you have a beat store, which I do, you can upload it to BeatStars with the pixels and dimensions of that. Will work with BeatStars. But we're just going to do it for Instagram. So the next process is using Sony Vegas. You guys are going to want to go download Sony Vegas Pro. I think I use version 14. Let's see. Yeah, version 14. All right, so I have a template already made. I'm just going to delete this for the tutorial. Yeah, we'll just delete this. Come on now. All right, delete that, delete that. All right, so when you first open up Sony Vegas, you're going to have, it's going to kind of look like this. All right. Well, you're going to want to go, let's just start from fresh. So you go new. We're not going to save that. We go to audio up here. We're going to select 24-bit because you want the highest quality. Make sure it's in stereo. Go to video. Make sure that you have it on best for full resolution rendering quality. You can choose where you want the files to be stored. I just leave it where it's at. You can change the ruler, how it displays by time, seconds, time, and frames. I'm not going to go into any of that. I just leave it like this. So first thing we do, we minus this out and we go find the thumbnail that we just created, which was over here. All right, let me find the thumbnail I just created. right here. So we'll drag this one in and we'll stretch it out. Now for Instagram, you only get 1 minute. So you can click up in the top right here or click anywhere on here and it will show you your time right here to the left. So I just like to click, see where it ends, 1 minute. Then you can use your arrows to scroll left to right to get it fine-tuned. I like to leave it right there. All right, the next thing we got to find our beat. So whatever beat you're going to be using to post, I'm going to go ahead and find my beat real quick. Commando. Load it in. Make sure it's a WAV file. All right, so this is where the beat is going to stop playing. So we're going to right click right here, split the region, right click on the audio down here and split right there. All right, what I like to do is do a little taper, like a little fade on the end. Start it like 5 seconds before it ends. So right click right here, right click right here. And then if you hover over in the top corner, you can do a fade. So you click right there, like that. Oops. All right, where's my fade? There we go. Click and drag, and it will snap as long as you got both sides split. And we're going to do the same thing right here. Fade out. All right, so we're cool. We got our fade on the end. Make sure everything fades out right. Oops. All right, that's it. Now the key part about this is making sure you have your yellow flags up here or your endpoints checked, because if you have it like stretched out to here, it'll render the whole video out and you don't want that. So make sure you snap it to the end of this part right here. So actually I could just go ahead and delete that right there and delete that because we don't need it for Instagram. All right, so there's your 1 minute clip. You just go up to, oh, my mouse is acting crazy. Go up to render as, and then you're just gonna name it whatever you want to name it. My beat is called Commando. And then you're going to create a folder where you want to save your beats. That's up to you. Mine's Instagram beat videos. And then you just do render. It's going to take a minute. Usually it takes about, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes. It depends on the speed of your computer. So you wait till that's done. I'm going to let it finish rendering, and then I'm going to go through the process about how to get it onto Instagram. All right. All right, I'm back. The video is done rendering now. So now I'm going to show you guys how to actually get it onto Instagram. So the first thing you need to know is you have to have an Android phone. So people that have iPhones, I don't know if this will work for you. Maybe if you connect the phone and sync it to iTunes, and then you add it using iTunes. I'm not an iPhone user, so I don't know. You guys will have to figure it out. But for Android users, all you do is plug the USB cable up to your phone, to your computer, and then a window is going to pop up. Oh, sorry, I had to plug this up. and there it should be on your phone. You just click on Instagram and select the video, and everything should be working fine. Yeah, that's it for this video. I'm going to be dropping some more tips and tricks in FL Studio, so you guys stay tuned for that. Check out my website, sickbeatsproductions.com, for